How's it going? This your guy King David, Trap Monster, TrapMonster.com. Introduce yourself, bro.
This is DJ A1.
Trap Monster himself.
We're going to talk about collaborations today with different producers and why it's important.
Yeah, most definitely. The producers we talking about is you. You the producer. You know what I mean? And how important it is in the producer community to collaborate with like-minded people, you know what I mean, that's creative, that gets down, that's really talented and good too, and the powers of it, you know what I'm saying. You see it happening more now these days than ever, but it's been happening throughout the years. It's always been happening. Some of our favorite producers that we grew up off of were doing it, like Dr. Dre and
Scott Storch.
Yeah, Scott Storch. Who else was producers that was collaborating? And what I mean by collaborating, it was like collaborating with musicians and producers. You know, back then Dr. Dre was working with a lot of musicians. He's always worked with musicians, but he also worked with producers as well, creating tracks. So you had cats like him, Puff. Puff is actually labeled as a producer. He don't play no instruments or anything like that, but he hires musicians and people who can get the job done, either other producers and things like that. He kind of tells them what he's hearing, and they bring that to light. So it's just the powers of collaboration amongst producers, and that's what Trap Monsters is about. Really, is collaborating, a clique of guys to collaborate and putting heat out here in the streets and feeding the streets. With good production at the end of the day. And we do way more than just trap music. We do EDM, we do the pop, rock and roll, EDM. I think we have one producer that do jazz or something like that, or some guitar stuff or whatnot. I think he did and dab into. My guy Ricky Lingo, A1, myself. We've been putting stuff together. Mike is another one as well. So we kind of come together. We are our own producers and whatnot, but when we collaborate, it's a Trap Monsters event, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. And just understanding the powers of, you know what I'm saying, collaborating, bringing something different that you may not have thought of to do or play it or something, whatever different that may make the track even hotter. And it would actually, because it's another creative mind in that one project. What's a good experience of a collaboration in the past that you don't know, bro?
Two people, producers that
Yeah, I mean like Dre, you know what I'm saying, like, and Scott Storch, the productions that they were doing at the time was pretty good. I felt like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I didn't even know they was collaborating like that though.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
You know.
Timberland and Magoo was a dynamic duo that was putting the heat out here too. Who else was putting heat out here? That was collaborating a lot.
Missy at one time.
Oh yeah, Timberland and Missy. Yeah. Now, and Ron Leslie and Cardiac Flatline, they had did a lot of production stuff, and actually Ron Leslie had collaborated a few other producers as well in his Black Mozart album that he had put out. So I mean, it's just situations like that, you know what I mean, that it works, and I kind of look at it like this: if they're major and they're at a major platform. Then who the hell is we?
And they have people on their team.
Right, they got people on their team. Musicians, guitarists, drummers, key players, all that. So at the end of the day, who the hell are we not to do that? You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of times us producers, we feel like we can do it all, but reality, we can't. There's always somebody that you know that may be a little bit better at something than you are that actually can help the project go a little bit further.
Like for instance, if I make something, I can probably play a VST of a bass, a bass line or whatever. I can play it on the keys, whatever. But I might be like, nah, I want a real bass guitar. Bass. I want a real person that knows how to know how to play it, to put it in there. Versus me pulling up a VST and going to the bass on that, you know?
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, like I said, we have musicians as well, you know what I'm saying? It's a part of our production stuff, you know, at times. So, They just we understand as grown men that the project can go further, and it's all about the project at the end of the day. It's not about ourselves. It's really about the project and what's best for the project, you know. And so don't get too caught up in your what I was saying, ego tripping and what I was saying earlier was egos. A lot of times it's ego and things like that. Yeah, don't get too caught up in that.
I can do this all by myself.
Yeah, I can do. But
I can make a whole album by myself, which you probably can.
Not to say you couldn't.
You know, not to say that you couldn't.
But how dynamically and how would it sound, or how good it would be to have another creative mind in that project as well, is what we're saying. We're not saying that you can't do it. You can, but you increase the chances of the song or the project being a more success with multiple heads in the project. That's why you have beat teams and you know production teams like 808 Mafia now, where it's like 6-7 of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? They collaborating together on one project to make it hot. Ear knockers or speaker knockers. You know what I'm saying? They collaborating to make one project hot. So it ain't to say that they couldn't do it individually because they can, but at the end of the day, I mean more heads in the project. Yeah, the chances of it being a hit, yeah, definitely. You know, because everybody's able to put their creative differences into it to further the dynamics of it and how it sounds.
And we all have our weaknesses.
Yeah, everybody has their weaknesses too. So it doesn't mean like, say like if we doing drums, if we all to come together, I might not be that good of a key player, but he may be. You see what I'm saying? And where he'll be able to finesse the keys in a way where I wouldn't be able to, or play it in a certain style or feel that I wouldn't be able to, or mixing. I mean, he may be better at mixing than I am. You know what I'm saying? So it's just situation or arrangements too. You know what I'm saying? It could be in arrangements or mixing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just everybody ain't perfect at everything at the end of the day. So it's always good to collaborate with another person that is just as skilled and talented as you to be able to get that project to where it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? So
and that's the whole goal.
That's the whole goal really of producing, is to make sure the project is right and make sure you give it 100% of what the project really deserves to have for that artist or that company. So that's my girl at the door. So Trap Monsters, don't forget to check out the site www.trapmonsters.com. Go check us out. We're gonna do more tutorials and things like that. Be looking out for free game. As a matter of fact, I'm about to go into the door. But check us out. Till next time. Peace.
Peace out.